right, everybody, we're here with Julia, who just finished her 5-week nutrition challenge here at CrossFit Jungle Gym. And we just finished all of the measurements, right? So we done great results. We don't have to share them all in detail, right? But we lost over 14 pounds. We lost a ton of body fat. Really great in terms of body fat percentage change. So like, how are you feeling with the changes that we were able to make it in just 5 weeks?
I'm feeling great about it. I'm feeling like I'm going to be able to hit my long-term goals now, and I have the better tools to achieve that.
Okay, and in terms of like some side benefits, and I didn't prep Julia, so she has no idea what questions I'm coming at her with. So bear with us all. But in terms of like side benefits, like obviously when we enter a nutrition challenge, if the goal is weight loss, we're extremely happy when that weight loss happens, right? 14 pounds in just 5 weeks is huge. When was the last time you lost like that amount of weight in a time period like that?
Not for a long time now.
And had you been working prior to the challenge to lose weight? Like, you know, did you
on
catch
and
it?
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you on or off before the challenge?
I was on only because I had started my 60 days.
With us here at
Yeah.
CrossFit Jungle Gym. So you just started our onboarding program, so you were kind of fine-tuning some of that. Awesome. Now, what other side benefits, if any, did you notice as a result of some of the changes that you were making with your food? So like, whether it's like improved energy, less cravings in the afternoon, better sleep, you know, just clothes fitting better, compliments, like what else happened in your world that we may not have seen in terms of the results on paper?
Just feeling more happy throughout the day. I'm feeling happier to have the discipline not to eat bad foods that I know are going to make me feel like poo later. So it's just the overall happiness that I feel. I think you eat good food and you feel good.
Awesome. I love it. That I couldn't agree more. And you had mentioned kind of like gaining some confidence and the ability to say no to foods that you know like were kind of foods that brought you farther away from your goal. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, so is there an example of something maybe that you were able to say no to in the challenge that maybe would have been a little bit more of a temptation in the past or something along those lines?
Yeah, last weekend, on the weekends, one of our supervisors usually brings like bagels or she makes brownies. She does all these kinds of things that are not good for you. And
but it comes from the heart, right?
So it does. And usually I'd be like, oh, it's the weekend, I'm at work, I'm stressed. Let me have one brownie. But you know, I was like looking at them and I was like, no, I'm good. And I didn't have one. And it didn't like make my mouth water, which is usually what it does because, you know, brownies. But I felt very good to say no, and I felt good eating my chicken and my broccoli and my Brussels sprouts. So
awesome. So it's getting a little bit easier to say no to some of those types of foods that would normally tempt us in the past, right? All right, so now what I need to hear is like where does Julia go after this 5-week challenge? Like, do you feel like you have the resources you need to continue to make these changes on your own after just 5 weeks? I mean, like, how are you feeling in terms of mentality and just overall focus coming out of this challenge in terms of what you need to get done from here on out?
Now that I know that what I'm doing, what the skills that I got from the challenge are working for me, I feel like I'm gonna go like into fast speed, but not fast weight loss, but fast speed into like being able to knock out the rest of the weight that I want to get rid of.
I love that. And my last question for you is, have you ever done a nutrition challenge or like some type of nutrition diet or plan in the past prior to starting with us? I mean, like, I don't know what your previous nutrition experience has been over the years, because it sounds like this has been a journey that you've been working towards on and off for some time. So what is your previous what have you tried in the past?
I only counted calories in the past.
Did you use like a program to do that, or was it like a Weight Watchers?
It was just an app. No, okay. I didn't do Weight Watchers or anything. I always felt like I would not have the same amount of discipline on Weight Watchers since there's so many free foods that you can eat, and I just feel like I would go over the calorie count and not get the benefit.
Counting calories is really what you've stuck to.
And it worked until it didn't.
Cool.
So.
And how long ago would you say it didn't, like it just stopped working? Was that right when you kind of found us, or was that like a year ago, or like what?
I've been on and off counting calories.
Okay, so prior to joining here. Cool.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like, you know, when was the last time you saw results like, you know, over a 14-pound weight loss? You know, when was the last time you saw results like this in 5 weeks? And just, you know.
not for many years. At least 6 or 7.
Okay, and do you think that the results came as quick as they did this time around?
Probably not.
My last question, just because I love questions. My last question is, when people think about like a nutrition challenge, you know, people always think that we're gonna starve them or not, or tell them like, hey, you can't have this, you can't have that. How do you feel? Do you feel like we were fair in terms of keeping you feeling full and also letting you know like, hey, these foods like beer or a glass of wine or, you know, a brownie, like those things don't have to be off the table. Like you may have chose to say no to them, which is inspiring, and I love your commitment and dedication. But do you feel like we ever told you that you couldn't have those things, or?
Absolutely not. So originally you gave me 4 trays. I tried it for like 2 days and I was like, I can't eat this much food. So
being starving definitely wasn't an issue.
Was not an issue at all. And like as far as like my little tray section, being able to, if there was a cookie and I was like at a function, like I was at a bridal shower and I was like, okay, I could put 2 cookies in there. So I had 2 cookies and everything was great.
Cool. So you were able to kind of make it work with your lifestyle and didn't feel like super deprived. All right. So how many more months? You're thinking we check in with you in 1 month, 3 months, and we'll be sitting here and we'll be, the journey will have stayed strong and you have what you need to continue to progress in the right direction.
Absolutely.
All right. Love it.